Hey, and welcome back to the channel. So, I get a notification all of a sudden from YouTube that says, congratulations, you have reached 100. No, you have exceeded 100 subscribers. Well, thank you very much, everybody. That is amazing. That's 99 more than I ever hoped for. So, thank you very much. And I hope that you keep on sharing my my adventures as we go on with lots of different projects. As you see, the big one back here, we gotta get her moving again because apparently the unbreakable truck broke. So it'll you can only brake on the front wheels, not on the rear wheels, which is kind of strange because it's a one brake line system. It's probably shit hiding somewhere and a clock here and there maybe, but we'll have a look at that, and I'll take off the main cylinder at some point, and I have a rebuild kit, and we'll have a look at that and see how that works. And the Vauxhall, well, she's if I can get this, she's up for a moment because there is a kingpin that is broken off. Well, not broken off, of course, but it's there's a lot of slag in there, and that's not too good. And the front brake on that wheel is not doing too well. It'll brake and stop, right? So it's there is something completely wrong there. But we'll check a look at that as well. But today we have to talk a little bit about a project I bought recently because my wife needs a transport. She is one of the unfortunate people in this world and has uncurable, not yet deadly, but uncurable cancer. And the treatments that she's going through leaves, well, her very tired, and there's lots and lots of things that she's missing in her life. And she's been told that she's not able, well, she is able, they're not going to take her driver's license away, but they would like her not to drive around in automobiles, and especially not on a motorcycle, because she can develop seizures. So, they have given her about 10 years to live. And as I told her, well, they say 10 years now, but from every year they get smarter and smarter, so they might postpone things a bit. But that is what we have to go on through right now. So that sucks. However, I took off the plates from my car and I have that sort of scrap heap because, well, and apparently today diesel cars are no longer welcome around the world. Especially the ones who do not have a particle filter. And this one was a Citroën from 2009, I think. Well, it worked pretty good, but things start to happen, and when you calculate how much you need to spend on that, no matter. I took the plates off a motorcycle, but that one we kept, of course, because a motorcycle just keep on rising itself in price. And at some point, perhaps, we can get the plates back on that, and she will have fun again. But I told her what would she be if she would. I asked her, sorry, if she would feel comfortable in driving in anything, and she said, well, she would like one of them electrical scooter things, just so she can get more around, because right now she can't get anywhere. She can walk, but she can only walk that far, and then she gets very tired, which is a natural thing, of course. And I said, well, I'll check the market and see what we can find. And, well, I found something. And I'm about to show you. This one I bought at a cheap price from a young man who was about to start life with his girlfriend. They just bought the house recently. And therefore, knowingly that this machine can't start, I didn't debate about price. I just said, well, okay. Let's. I think it's fair. Let's just load it into the ramp, load it into the trailer. Let's just go. So, but as you can hear, it's made of metal. So, let's have a look. See what we found ourselves. Ready? Well, it's green. This is This is a Piaggio. Focus. This is a Piaggio Ape 50. Why is it called an Ape 50? Well, it's because it's a 50cc. It's a small machine, but it looks fun. And I asked her, would you like to drive in this? And she said, well, sure. Well, it's not, how fast is it? It can go 45 kilometers an hour in 4 manual gears, which is apparently in the handle. I haven't looked at this too much because, well, I just got it in here in the workshop, so, well. But it's got some cool features, you know. It's, well, firstly, it's small, but, focus, that is not too bad, is it? I mean, it's really not that bad. I got a peg here that's about 1 meter long, you can see. It's more than 1 meter. And right here, you can open up the lid. See? There we go. And the little engine is down here. Carburetor, coil, cylinder head. And there's a lot of bits and bobs following with this. Because, of course, as you can see right now, it's not driving. It won't start. And apparently he didn't want to look at it anymore. So I said, listen, I'll just grab it as it is, right? And I'll see if I can make something happen out of this. And the first thing I noticed when I looked at it was that everything as was laid in here, I placed it over here so we can see. Everything of all this was not installed. These are actually, well, you know, plastic covers. We got one from the rear, we got one for the mounted for the engine, so it sucks in air here and sends out cold air, right? And this one is also on the lid and the covers, so that the cold air will transfer from there. An oil tank, air filter, and an additional fuel tank, which I cannot use because, well, I don't have the key, so this one's just been thrown out. And of course there's the exhaust. And then I'm not too familiar with the two-stroke engines, but one thing I do know is if you don't mount your exhaust, it will run poorly, if it would even run. It needs that exhaust, it needs that resistance in the cylinders to, well, anyways, that's very technical, but we need to have this mounted. And when I looked at the oil pump, or the oil tank, sorry, there's a part missing here. And this part here is a oil sensor, level sensor, right? And it tells me, when I look through the little book that came with it, that if this thing is missing, it won't start. So I ordered a new one. It's apparently coming from Israel, of all places. But, you know, eBay is a fantastic place to bargain. And I got a brand new one, and it's coming from Israel. So, okay, let's just do that then. And I was thinking that the next following videos will be about, let's see if we can put this together and dedicate more time for this little hair machine so that we can get the wife out on the road again to have fun and to, you know, live life a bit for as long as you can. There used to be a wiper here that is also being ordered. And it's a small machine. You can have a look inside if you like. I'm a big grown man and I cannot sit in here because my head will hit the ceiling. It's not, you know, right up here. There's a little bit of light in here. There we go. So this is it. You have your gear shifter and level here. You just clutch in and then you shift like that, and you can see in that little hole there what gear you're in. Okay, you can't see that, but I can because there's no light in here. But it's a small thing, right? There's even a brake pedal here. If you can see it, you probably can't. It's very dark in here. Anyways, you'll see more of this, right? So this is the project, and I'm thinking this is going to be awesome. And hopefully, let's get back here so you can see. There we go. So that's what we're going to be dedicating our time for, so that we can get my wife out. Right then. Once again, thank you all for the subscribing. Sorry, it's again, you guys are just amazing. Stay safe out there, and well, hang on, there's more to come. Bye bye.